for my wrongs, I have just begun. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose.
Overwatch Heroes, today we're going to discuss how to increase our chances to win our games. Now, in order to do that, we have to first understand how we got where we are, and then secondly, what can we do to get out. If you've recently started Overwatch, this video will have some good tips that you should probably pay attention to, but it's not going to include a lot of the details of, like, example, your team metas, which some theories basically revolve around the 2-2 system, which is 2 tanks, 2 supports, 2 DPS, or the 3-2-1, 3 tanks, 2 supports, and 1 DPS. So there's a lot of little details you need to learn, but we won't touch too much in that video. What we're basically going to start looking at is ELO hell, and how in the hell do I get out of this damn rut of losing game after game after game. Blizzard uses a ranking system that they derive from chess that's known as ELO or ELO. Now, this system will run an algorithm that will allocate you to your rank once you've completed your placement matches. So if you get pretty lucky, you're going to place high gold, low platinum. However, that's also going to be where your hell exists, because that's what's known as ELO hell. And ELO hell is the range of rank of players from the top 55% of players to the top 10% of players. Which means that if you're an above average player or a master player, you're going to be grouped with a bunch of average players. And that's an issue because these average players don't know enough details about the game in order to have successful matches. They won't know all the finite details of each character and how to use them, and be well versed enough in order to understand that even though you may be the best Genji on the planet, it doesn't make a damn bit of difference if you have 3 other flankers on the team. Alright, so now that you know what ELO hell is, what can we do in order to increase our chances? So there's a couple different tips that you can actually utilize to increase your chances for winning. The first thing that you can do is understand each character and how they work. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be an awesome player on each hero. However, what I am saying is that you should play every hero just to understand how they work. And you should do that in quick play, not in competition. Competitive mode. Now, even though quick play can be a little bit hectic at times, just by you understanding the little details about, like, for example, how long Zarya's shields are up, what it can protect, what it can't protect. Same thing with Reinhardt, what a shield can hold, how long does it take for a shield to fall. Just knowing all these little details about each character will increase your chances, because you'll be a better team player. You'll know as a Mei, okay, my Reinhardt shields will be getting ready to drop pretty soon, and you should be keeping an eye out for it. Or how often does Roadhog's hook come up, because that could be a key element, because his hook is absolutely dangerous and can totally change the swing of the game. So there's a lot of details for each character that you should learn. And once you know all those details, you'll be a better team player and you'll understand the game a lot better. Now that you have a good or strong understanding of how each character works, the next thing that you need to look at is team composition and team combos. So when we talk about team composition, we're looking at basically what we call a meta. And the meta doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win, but it's basically the best chance that you have overall to win. So when we talk about the team composition, we're looking at 2-2-2, 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 supports, or 3-2-1, 3 tanks, 2 supports, and 1 DPS. The problem with team metas is it doesn't guarantee you a victory. So what you really need to understand is when you should change your team composition up. If they're tank heavy, you might want to go DPS heavy. The reason being is, well, not just DPS, but also flanking. The reason why that's important is because your tank team may not be as good as they are, so you've got to do something different in order to break their tank team up. And once you do that, their team will fall apart, and the victory will start to become yours. Now, when we're discussing team combos, what we are referring to are team ultimates. It shouldn't take more than 1 or 2 ultimates in order to change the direction of a game. If you guys go out and blow all 6 ultimates and you get shut down, you've got serious issues, and it's not related to team composition or anything else. It's just basically poor playing. What you need to understand about the team ultimate is, for example, which ones work well together. Zarya works pretty well with about anybody overall, but Zarya and Mei combo, they're not that great. They're basically 2 control ultimates, and you don't have a lot of damage going in there. However, if you take Mei out of the picture and put in Pharah, and you use Justice along with the Gravitation, that's a deadly combo. You can basically have a whole team kill in that one move. So again, know which characters work well together with ultimates and which ones don't, and try to pick team members that complement each other when using team ultimates. My last tip will be to understand the character system and how to capitalize on it. Overwatch has 4 classes of characters. You have defense, you have DPS, you have support, and you have tanks. Now, you need to understand what each of the classes are, how they work for each board, and, for example, you shouldn't have a Bastion on attack. It's pretty much useless. Bastion's an overall shitty character anyways for the most part. If a Bastion's shutting you down, you need to look up how to quickly eliminate Bastions to just make it happen, because just overall, he's just a crappy character, guys. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. If you're going to be shut down by a Bastion, you need to learn how to play the game. Now, what do I mean by capitalizing on it? Now, earlier I told you not to learn, you didn't need to learn every single character or be great with every single character, and this is true. However, the best way to increase your chances of winning is to be good or very good at least one character in each class, providing they're not the shitty characters like Bastion. So you have to learn which characters, most people will use because they offer more team support, and which ones not to use because either the majority of players are not going to be good with them, even though they may be a top tier character, or they don't offer enough support within your team composition. For example, you've seen Sombra come in. She's basically non-existent now. People don't play her in the upper levels. If they do, it's very rare, and we're not seeing too many Sombras running around. Another example would be Widowmaker. She's an excellent character overall. However, if you don't know how to utilize suppressive fire or weapon accuracy, you're going to leave your team hanging. Just because you may not like being in the heat of battle doesn't make you a sniper. So, that is my number 1 tip. At least be good at one character in each class. That's huge. That will increase your chances. Don't be stubborn. You want to be able to pick a character that is going to basically backfill an opening in your team composition. If somebody else, if you're the top Genji in the damn planet, but yet you don't have a tank and you're a pretty good Reinhardt, then be the damn tank, because maybe other people just aren't comfortable enough to play tank, or they don't feel as confident as they should in order to play the tank. So that's my number 1 tip, guys. That is the best thing that you can do to increase your chances in order to win an Overwatch. That's all I have for the video. Definitely smash that like and subscribe button if you've not subscribed to me, and tell me what you guys thought about the video. Tell me your guys' thoughts on the game mechanics, and if you have any advice, by all means, throw it in the comment section. Appreciate you guys checking the channel out. Y'all have a great night.
Girl, drop that ass deep down low.